Hello and welcome to your yoga snack, where we're going to explore opening into joy. We're going to need some props today. I'll suggest that you have a chair, like a kitchen table chair or the chair seat in your living room. Couch seat will work as well. We're going to land our hands on the seat of a chair or couch for camel pose. And then after that, we're going to use it for legs up. So have a chair handy, have a blanket or a pillow handy. And for legs up, if you like to wrap something around your legs like a strap or a scarf, you can have that handy as well. The only thing we'll need straight away is something to sit on. So you can set the other props aside. Please come to an upright seat. You may sit with your hips higher than your knees, sit on your folded blanket or pillow. We're going to be sitting upright for several minutes. Joy is considered to be an innate quality that we all possess at our core. Joy is happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. Happiness for no reason, beyond the bounds of dualism, of likes and dislikes. We are connecting with our innate experience of joy by bringing attention to the heart center, Anahata chakra, the energetic center in the center of the chest. That's said to be the seat of these heart qualities, including joy. We're going to be practicing heart breath, where we mix imagination with breath. And as the body inhales, we imagine energy is flowing directly into Anahata chakra. And then as the body breathes out, we're imagining energy is flowing outwardly from Anahata chakra. As we inhale, energy is flowing in from all directions. And as we exhale, energy is flowing outwardly in all directions. So we're connecting with this energy center in the body, the seat of joy, as a way to help us connect with this inner quality. We are training our concentration to be present with something other than thinking and planning and strategizing, which takes us out of the present moment experience of joy. So let's sit together for a few moments and I'll guide us into this heart breath practice. You may rest your hands on your lap any way you like. Quiet your eyes. That might be closing your eyes completely or softening your gaze down toward the ground. Find a nice tall seat. Feel your chest open, your shoulders broad, the back of your heart center broad. Please bring your attention to the center of your chest. Imagine a sphere of energy and light, radiant, luminous, an energy that you can sense, vibrating, tingling, a presence in your chest. As your body breathes in, imagine energy is flowing directly into your heart center. As your body breathes out, imagine energy is flowing outwardly from your heart center. As your body breathes in, energy flows into Anahata chakra. You're receiving nourishment as your body breathes in. As your body breathes out, follow the experience of releasing energy outwardly from Anahata chakra. Now you may widen your eyes. We are going to continue with that heart breath practice throughout, moving. So whenever you notice mind has wandered off, come back to heart breath, and I'll remind us as well. Please take your feet down with your knees bent up toward the ceiling and your feet wider than your hips. Rest your hands behind your pelvis. And then start to rock your knees side to side in an upright windshield wiper. You can let your pelvis move, so you're rotating in your spine a little bit. Invite your knees to drop down all the way as far as they go. And then as you inhale, imagine energies flowing into heart center. As you exhale, imagine energies releasing outwardly from heart center. Now sit back upright, and we're going to scoot the feet over to the left and drop the knees down. So we're in this side seat position. Your knees are bent and they're pointed about toward the diagonals here. And you can bend your knees as much as you need. You can adjust what's underneath your seat as you need. Lean over to your right. Land your right elbow in your right forearm, and then adjust if you need to kind of scooch the flesh of your right outer hip, as I needed to. Press your right elbow down so you're moving your head away from the ground. And then you can do whatever you want with your right hand. Palm can face up, down, or to the side. Adjust your forearm as you need so you feel stable, steady here. So you're rooting down, you're kind of lifting up, and then reach your left arm forward next to your left ear. All right, so let's breathe here. Press your right elbow down, reach the left side of your rib cage, your upper rib cage, up toward the ceiling. So you're emphasizing the side bend. You can drape the crown of your head and your fingertips down toward the ground. You might stay here, or you might stretch this left leg long. Maybe you're getting a little hip flexor stretch. Adjust this any way you need. We're going to breathe here for a few moments. Let's return to heart breath practice. If your head or neck needs something different, you're welcome to look down or let your head hang free. As you inhale, energy is flowing into heart center. As you exhale, imagine energies releasing outwardly from heart center. Now stay rooted through your right elbow. Look down toward your right arm. Twist your chest down, and maybe you're going to land your left fingertips on your mat. So now you're in a little twisty action. You can lengthen neck or relax your neck. Let's welcome energy to flow into Anahata chakra as body breathes in. Imagine, sense energy releasing outwardly from Anahata as body breathes out. Now please hug your left leg back in if it's extended out to the side. Reach your left arm out over to the left and then lift on up to center. Let's switch sides. Feet over to your right. Point your knees toward the diagonals in front and then adjust this as you need. Lean over to your left, land your left elbow underneath your shoulder. Your forearm can do whatever it wants. Your palm can do whatever it wants, just so you feel steady and supported here. And then adjust as you're ready. Reach your right arm forward and next to your right ear. All right, so root down through your left elbow. Reach up through your right side rib cage, so you're emphasizing the side bend. Drape the crown of your head and fingertips down toward the ground. Good. And then let's breathe here. If you want to extend your right leg, you may. As you inhale, imagine or sense, feel energy flowing into Anahata, effortlessly flowing into your heart center, the seat of joy. Then as you exhale, imagine energies flowing outwardly from Anahata, releasing outwardly in all directions. Now let's look down at the ground next to your left forearm. Land your right fingertips on your mat. Stay rooted through your left elbow. You're twisting your chest down, you're rounding in your spine. Yeah, good. As you inhale, breath effortlessly flows into heart center. Subtle breath, energy flows into Anahata. As you exhale, energy effortlessly releases outwardly from Anahata. Now please hug your right leg back in if it's extended. Reach your right arm over to your right. Go ahead and lift all the way back up. We are going to come to the back side, and you might want a pillow. Please take your knees up over your hips. Lower legs can be parallel with the ground. Yes, we are doing some core work right now, and this is a joy practice. I understand the ironic nature of this combination. Sometimes we have to create the conditions for the experience of deep connection and thus joy. So here we are putting a little effort in. Exhale everything out. We're going to stabilize the pelvis and the spine. Don't let them move as much as you can. Then inhale, tap one heel down just to hover above the ground. Exhale, shush, abdomen hugs in, and then your leg lifts back up over your hip. Inhale, tap the other heel down just to hover. Exhale, wait until you feel your abdomen draw in, and then lift your knee up. Let's keep going. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, take your time with that exhale. Feel your abdominals contract, and then let that lift your leg up. Inhale to tap down. Exhale, abdomen hugs in and the leg follows. Keep going like this. Inhale, breathe into your turtle shell. So breathe into the back of your rib cage. Feel the back rib cage press down to the ground. Exhale, your abdomen hugs in. Imagine those are the muscles that can lift your leg. Inhale to your turtle shell. Feel your back rib cage press down. As you lift back up. You can continue like this, or you can tap and then slide your leg forward. For more challenge, you're going to slide it back and lift it back up. So tap or tap slide, your choice. Arms can stay as they are, or you could reach your arms up over your shoulders toward the ceiling, or next to your ears down toward the ground. The whole time we're using the abdominals to stabilize the pelvis and the spine. You're almost there. Can we also connect with heart breath here? You can still use your shush breath, your turtle shell breath, but subtle breath, energy is flowing into heart center and releasing outwardly from heart center. One more. Almost there. You're doing great. When you're all done with that last one, hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Oh, okay, you made it. Good work. Good work. Just let yourself enjoy the afterglow of abdominal exercise. Okay. From here, we are going to make our way up to hands and knees. So you can rock up and down, or you can roll over to one side and press up. But do get to your hands and knees. And let's flow through cow and cat. So go ahead and start flowing through cow and cat. You can add in a rocking motion as you round into cat if you like, rocking your hips back and down. And then once you're in this rhythm, let's return to heart breath. You're inhaling, energy is flowing into heart center. As you exhale, energy is releasing outwardly from heart center. Last round, please. And then we're going to rise back up to tabletop. Downward facing dog. Feel free to move around if you like. Eventually come to stillness and steady your gaze or close your eyes and return to your heart breath practice. You are connecting with this energy center, building your experience of it and your presence there. And this is also a mindfulness tool to help direct your attention. When you notice there's thinking, planning, strategizing, or inner dialogue, come back to your heart breath practice. From here, let's come forward to plank pose. Come forward to plank. All right. In a moment, we are going to lower all the way down. Let's take a full breath in. Knees down, exhale, lower all the way down. Strong abdominals, lower all the way down. Good. Sphinx pose time. Take your elbows underneath your shoulders for Sphinx pose. Plant your palms. Root your elbows down, reach up through your crown. And then without moving your forearms, drag them back. Here I'd like you to specifically pay attention to the contraction of your butt, your gluteal muscles. So glutes are on, hamstrings are on, and they need to be on in your back bends, in your active back bends. So we'll keep those puppies working for our camel pose later. For now, let's feel the strength of glutes and hamstrings. Imagine they're like pulleys and they're lifting your head and torso up. Your abdominals are supporting you here. Let's breathe into the turtle shell. Breathe into your back rib cage. So you feel the expansion back there. Your low back expands. Then exhale all the way out. Can you continue that kind of anatomical breath where you're noticing the expansion of your anatomical body while bringing some attention to your subtle breath, your heart breath? As you're ready, please widen your elbows, lower your chest, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take your knees down to the ground, and I'll suggest you have padding underneath your knees for a lunge position. Take your knees down and then pad, and then make your way back to downward facing dog. As you're ready, inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward for a lizard pose. We're going to actually be in a runner's lunge here first, and you can have your hands on either side of your front foot or palms on the inside of your right foot, so more like a lizard position. We're going to keep the back knee lifted for now as we do a little bit of pulsing here. Let's lower the pelvis down a bit. Reach your right knee forward, your chest forward and up. Then as you're ready, you may lift your pelvis, straighten your front knee a bit, relax your neck. Let's inhale to lower pelvis into the runner's lunge. Yeah. And then exhale, lift pelvis up, relax your neck. That's good. Keep going like this, just a few more times with heart breath. All right, now please come back into your runner's lunge and lower your left knee. From here, you can point your back toes if you like. Step your left hand over to the left a little bit. Lift your right hand up, and then take your right hand to your right thigh. Soften your right shoulder down. Press your right hand into your right thigh and you're twisting your chest open to the right. Now, you might stay here, or you might reach around with your right hand to grab your left foot or your ankle. If you want to use your strap, you can. We're only going to be here for another few moments. So let's press left hand down, open chest to the right, whether we're landed with the hand on the thigh or we're reached behind. As you inhale, breath, subtle breath, energy is flowing effortlessly into your heart center. As you exhale, imagine, sense this release outwardly, this expansion outwardly from your heart. If you're in the twist here, let's release the back leg. Everyone plant palms and then step back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then we'll set up for the second side. Let's inhale, reach left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, help it forward as you need. Step it over to the left any amount. Your hands can be on either side of your front foot or both hands on the inside of your front foot. Adjust that as you need. And then let's inhale, let the pelvis sink down a little bit, reach your left knee forward, your chest forward and up. And then as you exhale, lift your hips, relax your neck, your front knee straightens any amount. We'll continue like this. As you inhale, energy flows into heart center, the seat of joy. As you exhale, energy releases outwardly from heart center, expanding, opening heart. Last one, please. Alrighty, let's come back to runner's lunge. Lower your back knee down. Point your back toes. You may take your right hand, step it out to the right a smidge, and then land your left hand on your left thigh. Press your left hand down and twist your chest open to the left. Soften your left shoulder down. You can stay here, or if you prefer, you can reach around with your left hand to grab your right ankle or foot. The main aim is that we're twisting to the front leg, we're opening the chest to that side, and then you can adjust this any way you need. Okay, we're going to be here for another few moments. Let's practice heart breath together. Okay, let's lower back foot, plant both palms down, step back to downward facing dog. From your down dog, take your knees down to the ground, and it's time to get your chair for camel pose. I'll suggest that we keep some padding for the knees, and we are going to do 2 rounds of camel. The first round will land hands on the seat of the chair, and the second round you can choose to do that or land your hands on your heels. We'll face away from the seat of the chair, kneeling. I want you to remember your butte. So your glute muscles are supporting your spinal extension as you're in hip extension, and our abdominals are also supporting. So let's start by taking hands to low back, fingers point down, thumbs point out, and then right away, let's just start contracting those muscles back there. So give your glutes a little squeeze, feel the contraction underneath your fingertips. And then we're going to lift the rib cage up away from the pelvis. Glutes are working. Reach up through the crown of your head. Glutes are working. Then start to extend your spine back. Glutes are working. Pause. Take one hand behind and then the other. pause. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, and like a marionette, someone's lifting that string up, up, up as you extend your spine a bit more. Now you can keep your chin tucked, or you can lift it up some. Let's breathe into turtle shell. Feel the strength of your abdominals and your glutes. And then continue all of that anatomical breath and support as you transition to heart breath. We are going to come out of this posture by taking one hand to the low back and then the other. Use your abdominals to lift your spine upright. And then let's pause. You can pause kneeling like this. You could have a seat on your heels. We're just going to pause and notice the effects of the practice. And then we'll take our second round of Ustrasana. Now you may continue to rest your hands on the seat of the chair, or you can take your hands down to your heels. So you may curl your toes under if you want less distance to get down to your heels. I'm gonna land my hands on the seat of the chair first, and then I'll make my way down. Let's take hands to low back. If you're making your way down, you have to scoot forward away from the chair. Take your hands to your low back and then the back of your pelvis as we did the last round. Feel your glutes on, all ready to go. And then as you're ready, we're gonna lift rib cage up, grow tall. Start to extend your spine back while keeping your chin tucked. Your glutes are on. And then one hand at a time to land on your chair seat or to land on your heels. Let's try to keep the pelvis over the knees versus leaning back. So we're aiming to keep the pelvis over knees and the heart center lifted. Maybe your head lifts, maybe your chin stays tucked. Inhale to your turtle shell, your low back, your heart center. Then as you exhale, energy releases outwardly from heart center. When you're ready to come out of this pose, please take one hand to your low back and then the other. Use your abdominals to lift upright. And then let's pause, kneeling or sitting on heels. Notice the effects of camel pose. And then please widen your eyes. We are going to transition into a reclined twist and then reclined legs up the chair. So for the reclined twist, let's take the folded blanket between legs and lie on left side. Hug your knees up towards your chest. Stretch your arms out in front of your chest. And then circle your right arm overhead and open to your right. You can anchor your legs with your left hand. You can take your right hand behind your head as a pillow. Make any adjustments you need. And then we'll flip over to the other side. Release. Roll to your right. Hug your knees up toward your chest. Stretch your arms out in front. And then circle your left arm overhead and open to your left. You're welcome to anchor your legs or support your head. And then let's rest into heart breath. You may untwist, and then we're going to get ready for legs up. So you can scooch closer to the chair or the couch seat. If you like the strap around your legs, make sure you have that handy. And then lie down, take your legs up, lift your pelvis, slide the folded pillow or blanket underneath your pelvis, and then lower your pelvis down. And then adjust that blanket as you need. So you feel comfy, just a little lift of your pelvis to encourage and enhance this inversion. Now, if your legs don't feel restful, get your strap, put them around your thighs, tie it so it feels like you can rest. Quiet your eyes. Invite your whole body to rest into the support of chair or couch, into the support of the ground. In this inversion shape, you are you're ushering prana to flow from your lower body to your heart. As your body breathes in, sense energy flowing into heart center. As body breathes out, energy releases outwardly from heart center. You are welcome to rest here longer if you like. If you're transitioning, please hug your knees into your chest. As you're ready, you can roll over to one side and make your way all the way up to sit. We'll take a closing breath together. Palms to your heart, please. Exhale everything out. As you inhale, imagine energies flowing into your heart, receiving nourishment. As you exhale, imagine energies releasing outwardly from your heart, expanding, opening your heart. And then you may release your hands and widen your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today.